Okay, we're here with Brian at Martin Macks in the Haight, getting ready for the big match between Brazil and the Ivory Coast. So, Brian, how does an Irish pub in the Haight get to be a home for Brazil during the World Cup?
Well, it comes about when Ireland were knocked out by the French, which we won't go into that whole game. I've always considered the best supporters in the world to be the Irish and the Brazilians. Well, a lot of people might argue that, but I think and the most fun supporters, they go out to have a good time. So I contacted the Brazilian consulate and I asked them about, were they interested. They put me on to Brazil today, the Brazilian newspaper in the Bay Area, and they just were totally helpful in every way. And they were looking for some place to have this type of thing because we have space. The Brazilian and the fans were the very same as I expected them to be. I'd seen them live in Stanford years ago, so I'd seen them in action, so I knew they were a cool bunch of guys.
So
good-looking girls. That's very important.
Right, right. That's good for traffic.
Yeah.
So we're pleased to see the French struggling as much as they are.
Yes. And today they've refused to train. I don't know if you heard that latest.
No.
Thing. The team in black have refused to participate in any other training session because they were sent back.
So they're capitulating.
Basically,
Okay.
What's happening.
So now I've never really understood the Irish relationship with England. Are you also pleased that England is struggling as well, or not as much?
Not as much. I mean, I'm a throwback Irish guy now, so but the thing is, it's time we all walk on. I mean, the things have walked on. I just find with England that World Cup after World Cup, except for 66 we had it at home, they're a bunch of kind of stars. They don't put it together. But this year, a lot of that team are too old. They're just too old. The modern day football is too fast. That's their problem. Their manager hasn't been brilliant. Neither has the French manager.
Were you here in the States for the last World Cup?
Oh, I've been in the States for 30 years.
So have you noticed an increase in interest between '06 and now?
A huge increase in difference, even to the fact that when the World Cup was in the States, this is a bigger thing. I mean, I remember going to Orlando and stopping in Dallas, and people were looking like, who were we? And the Mexicans were going up to New York at the time, and we had similar colours. Ireland and Mexico are very similar colours, and these cowboys were going, what's going on? Who are these guys? I mean, I think that in Middle America it hasn't changed really dramatically, but I do think that in the coast it has, and definitely in the West Coast. I mean, I coach kids, and I coach my own young kid actually in soccer, and the interest in just coaching is amazing. I mean, the amount of coaches out there, the amount of kids' teams in San Francisco is flabbergasting. At every age, so a huge trust.
So who's going to win?
Oh, I think Brazil. I think the biggest danger to Brazil in this World Cup is Argentina.
Is Argentina?
Yeah, I think that they're by far the two better teams. I mean, France are, well, obviously self-destructing. Even if England qualify, they don't need to have it. The Dutch, everybody talks about Spain. I don't think Spain are nearly, when it comes to these big games. The Dutch will be tough in there. The Germans beat Australia, but then they fell apart in the last game. They were unlucky as well, maybe. But I think Argentina and Brazil, it comes down to the two of them. They have gone with the youth. They have left out some of their big name stars, and they have the players. They just haven't.
And they have a well-known coach.
Well, Maradona might be the loose cannon, maybe, but hopefully no. I mean, I think Argentina and Brazil would be a superb fight for soccer.
Listen, Brian, we appreciate you taking the time, especially on a busy day like this.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.